It's time for the Daily Stand Up Podcast presented by AgileDad with your host, Lee Henson. Without any further ado, let's get started. It's that time again. It's time for our Friday Agile, Not So Agile episode of the Daily Stand Up. And I am so excited to talk about this today. One of the projects that we've been working very heavily on within AgileDad is the AgileDad Gives Back project. And during this AgileDad Gives Back project, we've done programs like Fear, Face Everything, and Rise, which is similar to an Ironman type competition. We've done multiple benefits for organizations, including one recently that was super cool. We had an opportunity to work very closely with people who are displaced from the conflict in Ukraine and Russia, and we had an opportunity to give some of those people who were displaced free certification training through the Scrum Alliance. So that was something that was pretty incredible. We also had a recent opportunity to do a lot of work with a group called Tech Moms out in Utah, and that's helping mothers get back into the workspace and technology related jobs. So there's just been so many good things, but the one thing that stands out like a gold star to us, the one thing that we were super proud of, is our work that we do with the military. And I wanted to make this episode a little bit special because I want to give you some news. Now, this is going to accompany an official press release where we discuss that for the next, we're ready to do it again. We did it pre-COVID, we did it a couple of times, but this is going to be our third round where we're going to facilitate an absolutely 100% free class for any military member who is transitioning into a project management job or has a project management job that could use a CSM, Certified Scrum Master, or CSPO, Certified Scrum Product Owner training. Now, in the past, we put together a press release, and it went a little something like this. Business agility begins with servant leadership. None are more equipped than members of the armed forces, the United States military. AgileDad has partnered with a group of hosts to present a 100% free Scrum certification offering. This year, that offering is going to take place on November 17th and 18th for Certified Scrum Master and November 21st through 22nd for Certified Scrum Product Owner of 2022. And we have registration up. It is a 100% free registration. Now, if you register for the class, it's not actually going to be a ticket to get in. When you register for the class, it puts you in the lottery where 25 people for each group will be randomly selected to participate in the class. That way we can get as many different people through the class as we can. We certainly wouldn't want to have the same 25 people in both classes. Each of the 2-day workshops offer the leading industry standard Scrum Alliance certifications. So you get Certified Scrum Master or Certified Scrum Product Owner. These early November sessions are certain to fill extremely quickly, and we encourage any interested parties to register at agiledad.com. Seats are going to be limited to 25 participants per session. So I had an opportunity to teach this session before, and what I can tell you, this quote holds true. These brave men and women have made a decision to defend our freedom and our civil liberties. We are honored as a company to give back and offer these workshops to save these veterans thousands of dollars and help them transition into the world of responsibilities regarding project management within their roles. We had a quote from a bunch of different people regarding this. We had so much good feedback regarding where we were and what we were trying to do. But there was one particular thing that stood out. And this was from a dear friend of mine who actually came to the class. And he was just very, very passionate about his appreciation. And here's what he had to say. So he said, I've taken quite a few courses to date, and my AgileDad course by far has been the best. I am looking forward to taking additional courses through this program. I've used many different instructor-led trainings, and I have to say, I have never experienced what I've experienced today. The ability to capture the key point throughout the dialogue and ensure the entire audience is fully engaged is masterful. The manner this course is run in, instructed, and energized is a remarkable presentation where you learn, are respected, and given a voice. I would take every course they offer if I could only afford them. Without a doubt, I highly recommend trying this out. If this is the one class you take, you won't regret it. And it came from a very dear friend of mine who, Michael Tampa, or Michael D. He's a Marine from Tampa. And what I can tell you is I really do appreciate these type of things that come through. It reminds me of a quote from Maya Angelou that says, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not ever be defeated." And I just remember that these people have put so much on the line that the least we can do is give back to them. So we are just incredibly stoked and incredibly excited to join forces with the Barrymore and the Scrum Alliance and others to make this happen again. It'll be a live class in person in Tampa, Florida at the Barrymore Hotel on the dates as I described. Totally excited and totally worth it. Now, I know what you're thinking. This kind of sounds like a toot your own horn fest, but it really isn't. What I wanted to point out was something that I heard someone say earlier today. So I was in a meeting earlier today and I heard someone turn to me and they were giving it was called the thought provoking light bulb moment. And this is what this gentleman said. He said, "If I could only have one wish, it would be that everyone in the world would just take a minute to stop collectively and to find one way that they can do one thing kind for someone else each day. If we each did that, if everyone in the world did one kind deed for someone else," he said, "the world would just be a completely different place." And I can tell you, this is true. There's no doubt it's true. And the best part is, most of the things you can do, they don't even have to cost anything. They can be 100% free. You can smile at someone. You can hold the door open for someone. You can have a conversation with someone that you don't normally have a conversation with. You can ask someone how they're doing. You can send a quick email to check in on someone. You can find a neighbor or family or someone that you care about and just drop in on them with a gift card for a movie and popcorn or whatever. There's so many things you can do to make people's lives better. And I think that sometimes we overlook the things that we should be grateful for. So I guess what I'm going to challenge you to do this Friday is to find a way to do something kind for someone. And especially if you have any military friends, make sure you steer them to the website, agiledad.com/events. And the 2 military courses are listed there. They're red hot. They are going to be full. Please, please, please register early. We're trying to get as many registrants as we can. And of course, we are going to fit 25 new students into each of those classes. Now, if you've taken an AgileDad class before, I have one more big ask. If there's any way that you can reach out to us and let us know what your experience was, we're trying to put together something called AgileDad Making a Difference. And we want to hear your comments, your feedback about what made your experience different with AgileDad. How was it different than other classes that you've taken? What was better? What did you enjoy? And we are trying to put together something just to help other people who've never taken one before so that they have the opportunity to have one of these experiences as well. Okay, so that's going to do it for this session. I hope to see all my military friends at those upcoming classes. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.